Most potential homebuyers start with the question, is it better to rent or buy a home? In many parts of the country, the answer is absolutely you should buy versus renting, because the difference between the mortgage that you'll pay and the rent is not that sizable. However, in Southern California, we have what I call a weather premium, and the cost of homes here is much higher than in many parts of the country. And so that can be a barrier to homeownership for many people. And yet, it still may make sense for you to buy. What you want to do is actually look at your individual situation. What are you paying for rent? What would you pay for a mortgage if you bought a place in an area that had the criteria that met what you're looking for? Do you have funds available for a down payment, or do you qualify for a down payment assistance program? What's your credit? What are your short and long-term plans as far as where you want to be? Do you plan on staying in the area long-term? If you think you may be moving out of the area in 6 months to a year, for example, then often it does not make sense to buy a home. At that point, you may be better off renting. But there's a lot of questions that you want to ask yourself and then examine those answers. Also factor in what are your long-term financial goals, because you're already paying a mortgage if you are renting. It's just not your mortgage. And so when you buy, one of the things that you do is you begin building equity. And studies have shown that the difference in wealth for homeowners is very different than it is for renters. So there's long-term factors and there's short-term factors to consider. I definitely encourage you to connect with a local experienced real estate agent and go through some of these questions with them, as well as with a knowledgeable lender. Then you'll have the answer that's right for you, because this is definitely not a one-size-fits-all issue. If we can answer any other questions for you, or if you'd like some help exploring your options, definitely reach out. I'm Shannon with the Shannon Jones Team at Keller Williams Realty in Long Beach, California.